Hello everyone, welcome to Quantifiers. So students, now we are starting with the questions of IFT series. So I'll be discussing almost all the questions of last year IFT. So uh, today I'll be discussing around 8 to 10 questions, so which were very doable in last year IFT. So students, this is the first video. Uh, I would suggest you to pause the video and then try this question before looking at the solution. So students, if you like the video, please do share it with your friends and please do subscribe our channel. So students, here is the first question. So I would suggest you please pause the video and try this question. Okay, so I hope everyone must have tried this. So students, just wanted to tell you one thing here, that the options given are, these are the options: 25 comma 1, this is the first option. 10 comma 4 is the second option, right? And minus 5 comma 2 is the third option. 0 comma 6 is the fourth option. So now before I share the solution, let me tell you some basic concepts in case if you are not aware. See, it is given that the orthocenter, coordinates of orthocenter are given. So orthocenter coordinates are given minus 5 comma 7, and coordinates of centroid are given 5 comma 5. So first of all, students, you should be aware of all the concepts. What is orthocenter? जहाँ सारे altitudes meet करेंगे. Where all the altitudes will meet, that point is known as orthocenter. And where all the medians will meet, that point is known as centroid. ठीक है? Orthocenter जहाँ altitudes meet करेंगे and centroid जहाँ medians meet करेंगे. So now they are asking about the circumcenter. So circumcenter is basically that point where all the perpendicular bisectors will meet, right? Where all the perpendicular bisectors will meet. So let's say I am denoting orthocenter by O. सेंट्रॉइड को मैं डिनोट कर रहा हूँ G से, सर्कम सेंटर को मैं डिनोट कर रहा हूँ C से. Now students, there is one very important relation between these three. Right, C, G and O. So I've already told you C is the circumcenter, G is the centroid and O is the orthocenter. So for any triangle, students, for any triangle, all these 3 points, they will always lie in a straight line. बहुत ही important चीज है. For any triangle, these 3 points will always lie in a straight line. And if we talk about their distances will be in the ratio of 1:2. That means अगर C और G के बीच में 1 part का distance है, तो G और O के बीच में 2 part का distance है. So you just need to remember that distance between circumcenter and centroid, it is half of the distance between the centroid and the orthocenter. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. So now let us write the coordinates. Coordinates of orthocenter is given minus 5 comma 7. So I'll write minus 5 comma 7 here. Coordinates of centroid are 5 comma 5. And we need to find coordinates of circumcenter. So now I'll tell you a very easy way of doing it. See students, if we just look at the x coordinate, अगर हम x coordinate की बात करें, so you can see from minus 5 to 5, what is the difference? You can see from minus 5 to 5, there is an increase of 10, right? I'm talking about x coordinate. There is increase of 10. So students, now you can see as distance between G and O is of two parts and distance between C and G is of one part. So students, from here I can say that if there is increase of 10 here, so there will be an increase of 5 here, right? Because ratio is 1 is to 2. So students, now 5 to this 5, if I add this 5, so x coordinate comes out to be 10. Right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, similarly, students, if I talk about y coordinate, and you can see 7 to 5, right? If I'm going from 7 to 5, now there is a decrease of how much? There is a decrease of 2. So, students, now there will be further decrease of how much? There will be a decrease of 1. There will be a decrease of 1. Why? Because डिस्टेंस रेशियो इज 1:2. तो अगर यहाँ 2 का डिक्रीज हो रहा है तो यहाँ 1 का डिक्रीज होना चाहिए. सो स्टूडेंट्स, फ्रॉम 5, if I decrease 1, I'll get 4. I'll get 4. So coordinates of circumcenter will be 10 comma 4. So students, option 2 is the correct answer. I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Do remember it. You can remember it very easily. CGO. Just I've written down all these three alphabets in alphabetical order. CGO, and ratio of their distances is 1:2. Okay, students. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, students. So please pause the video and try this question. Okay, now let us discuss it. See, Venn diagram question, and it is very easy. I mean, very basic Venn diagram question of two set. So it is a two set Venn diagram. So let me draw Venn diagram. If you are clear with the concept of Venn diagram, you could have done this question without making Venn diagram also. But just for the convenience of everyone, I am telling you with the help of diagram. So it is given that 400 students were there. 200 of them did not choose business statistics. तो अगर हम मान लेते हैं कि one circle is representing students who choose business statistics, and the other circle is representing the students who choose international management. Now it is given that 200 they did not choose business statistics. So students, I can say 400 from total. I am subtracting this 200. So this circle comes out to be 200 now. Right? Because if 200 did not choose, that means 200 will choose business statistics. Similarly, 400 minus 100, so I can say this circle comes out to be 300. That means 300 students will choose international management. Now it is given that there were 80 students who did not choose any of the two subjects. So students, from here we can say that 80 students are not the part of the Venn diagram. I hope it is clear to everyone. 80 students ऐसे हैं जो इस Venn diagram के बाहर आएंगे. So students, from here we can say if I subtract 80 from 400, I'll get 320. That means 320 is the total of this Venn diagram, right? 320 is the total of the Venn diagram. तो अगर middle वाली value I take x, so I can simply say that 200 plus 300, right? Adding two circles, 200 plus 300, and you can see the middle part is included twice. So subtracting it, this will be the total of the Venn diagram, right? And this total of the Venn diagram is given, which is 320. So students, we need to find number of students who chose both business statistics and international management. So we need to find x. So from here you will get x is equal to 500 minus 320. So students, 180 is the answer, right? 180 is the answer. So again, you can see very easy question. So students, actual IFT 2019 questions. Uh, so I've in this first video I've taken almost all the easy questions. I mean, if you could solve these questions, you could have easily cleared the cutoff for the quant section. Okay, now let's see the next question. Okay, now a very basic question on clocks. Again, you could have done it without drawing any figure, but just for the convenience of everyone, I will show you with the help of figure. So let's say this is 12 o'clock, this is 3 o'clock, so 1 o'clock. Right, so this is 1 o'clock, and let's say 2 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Now they are saying at what time between 2 and 3, the hands of the clock, they will be opposite to each other. Now opposite to each other basically means they should be in a straight line. They should be in a straight line. So students, now if I talk about the time, let's say exactly at 2 o'clock, right? If I talk about the time exactly at 2 o'clock, so I hope all of you are aware that exactly at 2 o'clock, the angle between them, I mean, the angle between the hands of the clock will be 60 degree. Now, if we want them to be in a straight line, I mean, opposite to each other, that means they should make an angle of 180 degree. So we want that angle should be 180 degree. Now you can see that for as minute hand is faster. So first of all, minute hand and hour hand, they will coincide. तो पहले minute hand and hour hand coincide करेंगे. After coinciding, minute hand will make an angle of 180 degree with the hour hand. So relatively क्या हो रहा है, पहले तो 60 degrees cover होंगे. When 60 degrees are covered, angle will be 0 degree. Then further 180 degrees more. So that means 240 degree, right? So basically we can say after 2 o'clock, minute hand should relatively cover 240 degrees. I hope ये बात सब लोग समझ पा रहे हैं. Relatively 240 degrees का मतलब क्या है? Net gain of minute hand over the hour hand should be of 240 degree. So I hope all of you are aware of the speeds of hour hand and minute hand. Hour hand की speed होती है half degree per minute, right? Half degree per minute. And speed of minute hand is 6 degrees per minute. So students, now whatever distance will be covered, it will be covered with the relative speed. It will be covered with the relative speed of 5.5 degrees, or you can say 11 by 2 degrees. So now simply just apply the formula. I mean, all of you must be knowing that time is equal to distance upon speed. So distance to be covered is 240 degrees, and it will be covered with the speed of 11 by 2. So students, now if we solve it, we'll get 480 by 11, which approximately comes out to be 43 minutes, which is approximately 43 minutes. So answer will be, closest answer will be 244. Closest answer will be 244. Right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, students. Now let's see the next question. So students, now this was one of the questions which you could have done within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds. So again, let me tell some basic properties to everyone. Students, you just need to remember that a to the power n minus b to the power n is always divisible, by a minus b, right? A to the power n minus b to the power n will always be divisible by a minus b, whether n is odd or even. Yeah, n odd ho ya even ho, it does not matter, right? I'll give you one example. Let's say a square minus b square, right? So I've taken the power as even, n की value मैंने even दी है. Now students, all of you know the formula a plus b into a minus b. And if I talk about a cube minus b cube, so this formula is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So students, now in both the cases you can see that a minus b is a factor of a to the power n minus b to the power n, right? In both the cases, a minus b is the factor of a to the power n minus b to the power n. So students, now from here you can easily figure out that this term will definitely be divisible by 37 minus 26. So this has to be 11. So option 2 is the answer, right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's see the next question. Okay, students. So first of all, yeah, give it a try, everyone. Now, just wanted to tell you the options. Options are not written clearly here. So, students, this is the first option. 2 is to 3 is to 4 is the first option. 2 is to 3 is to 6 is the second option. 2 is to 3 is to 5 is the third option. And 2 is to 3 is to 9 is the fourth option. Now, students, let's look at the question. In a triangle MNL, so I'll write this is M, N, and L. So in triangle MNL, NP, NP, it bisects the angle MNL. So students, we can say that this angle will be equal to this angle, and it is given that NP is to NL is 2 is to 3. So NP को मैंने 2 मान लिया, NL को मैंने 3 मान लिया. MNL is 120 degrees. So if complete angle is 120 degrees, this will be 60 degrees, and this will also be 60 degrees. Now we need to find NP, NL, MN. So students, NP or NL तो हमें पता ही है. We just need to figure out what is MN. So let's say I'm assuming MN as X. MN को मैंने X मान लिया. Now students, best way here would be to solve this question by equating areas. Because you can see here, if I talk about this particular triangle, you can see two sides are given, right? Two sides are given and angle between them is given. तो अगर हम area equate करेंगे तो easily आ जाएगा आंसर. So now what will be the area of the bigger triangle? Area of the bigger triangle MNL. So can I say it will be half into x into 3, right? Half into product of any two sides into sine of angle between them. Now sine of angle between them is 120 degree. So into sine of 120 degree. So students, now this will be the area of the bigger triangle, the main triangle. Now can I say this area will be equal to the area of two smaller triangles? That means this triangle plus this triangle. So now if I find the areas of these two smaller triangles using the same formula, half into product of any two sides, half into product of any two sides into sine of angle between them. So I can write this will be equal to half into x into 2, half into x into 2 into sine of 60 plus area of this triangle will be half into 2 into 3 into sine 60. That's it. Now there is only one variable which is missing. You can find its value. Now I'll tell you a shorter way here. If you are aware that sine 60 is equal to sine 120, then students, you can solve this, equation within 10 to 20 seconds only, because half will get common. Half will get cancelled out, and sine 60 is equal to sine 120, so this also gets cancelled out. So we are only left with this part, 3x is equal to 2x plus 6. So I'll get 3x is equal to 2x plus 6. So from here I'll get x is equal to 6. So mn की value 6 आ गई है. So answer will be 2 is to 3 is to 6. Option 2 is the answer. So again, students, a very easy question. I mean, you just need to be aware of the basic properties. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Students, now escalator is one of the topics which students they find difficult. But to be very honest, it is just like upstream, downstream. So if you are comfortable with upstream, downstream questions, you should be comfortable with escalators. Okay, now let's see this question. So it's given that you travel by Delhi Metro every day from Botanical Garden, Noida to House Khas, Delhi. At House Khas Metro Station, you use an escalator to get out from the station. Now, escalator takes 80 seconds. So, what this basically means that if we use escalator, I mean, escalator alone is moving now. Person is not moving, escalator alone is moving. So, escalator will take 80 seconds. And it is also given that one day escalator was not working and you walk up the escalator in 50 seconds. That means if escalator is not working, if escalator is not working, I mean the person alone is moving, right? Person alone is moving, then it will take 50 seconds. Now the question is how many minutes will it take if you walk down the working escalator? Now students, what they have asked is that now both escalator and person is moving, but now they are moving in opposite direction. So they are moving in opposite direction and both of them are working. Okay, now let's see this question. See, best way of doing it will be, first of all, let us consider the distance, right? That means number of steps को हम assume कर लेते हैं. So assuming, let's say there are 80 steps. I have taken 80 steps because escalator takes 80 seconds. It's completely up to you. You can take any number of steps. Answer is not going to change. So now from here I can figure out that speed of escalator will be 1 step per second. Speed of escalator will be 1 step per second. And speed of person. Now he takes 50 seconds for 80 steps. So his speed will be 80 upon 50. That means 8 by 5 steps per second. 8 by 5 steps per second. Now, what they are asking is how many minutes will it take if you walk down the working escalator? Now, escalator is moving upwards, person is going downwards, right? Person is going downwards. Now, students, I hope all of you are aware that this is exactly like upstream case. ये बिल्कुल upstream की तरह है, right? How upstream? Now, students, in this case, escalator is just working like a stream, है ना? Escalator जो है वो stream या water की तरह काम कर रहा है. Escalator is working like a stream of water. Where student person जो है, person is now acting as a boat. तो ये बिल्कुल upstream का केस है, right? I hope you understand the logic. Now see what will happen when they will move in opposite direction. Uh, person will take 8 by 5 steps, but at the same time students, escalator will take 1 step. तो हम यहां से क्या कह सकते हैं? इफेक्टिव स्पीड क्या हो जाएगी? इफेक्टिव स्पीड विल बी 8 बाय 5 माइनस 1, राइट? हम ये डिफरेंस क्यों ले रहे हैं? बिकॉज जब पर्सन 8 बाय 5 स्टेप्स लेता है उतनी देर में एस्केलेटर विल पुश द पर्सन 1 step backwards. So what will be the relative speed? Relative speed will be 3 by 5 steps per second. Relative speed will be 3 by 5 steps per second. So now whatever distance will be covered, it will be covered with the speed of 3 by 5. So we need to find time. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance is 80 steps and speed is 3 by 5. So 3 by 5. So students, this comes out to be 400 by 3 seconds. ये seconds में आ रहा है जबकि हमें आंसर निकालना है minutes में. So to convert it into minutes, I'll divide it by 60. Now students, if we solve it, So this comes out to be 40 by 18 or 20 by 9, which is approximately 2.2 minutes. Which is approximately 2.2 minutes. So again, second option is the correct answer. Okay, students, now let's see the next question. Okay, students, so I hope all of you must have read this question. Now, there are two kind of customers. Uh, Customers are asked whether they would come back. So, okay, now there are two types of customer. I'm assuming that total customers are 100. Assuming that total customers are 100. Because question is given in terms of percentage, so best value would be to take 100 and solve. So if total is 100, 76% of the customers say that they will come back. So जो come back करेंगे, they are 76 customers, and the other customers which will not come back, they are 24 customers. Now out of these 76, 57% rate them excellent, 36% rate them good, and remainder rate them fair. And of those who say they will not return, the values are 14, 32, and 54. Now, students, if you read the question, they are only asking about the percentage of customers who rated the restaurant as good. So we are only concerned about those people who gave the rating good. So out of these 76 customers, 36% rated it as good. So 36% of 76, 36% of 76, they rated it good. And similarly, uh, people who said they will not return, 32% of them rated it good. So 32% of 24. So these are the people who rated it good. Now, students, if you want to calculate it, now we know that 36% will be 36 by 100 into 76, plus 32% of 24 will be 32 by 100 into 24. Now, just to make your calculation easy, students, you can see this is 76, this is 100. Now, 75 upon 100, had it been 75, so it would have been 3/4. तो अगर हम approximately भी मान लें कि ये 3/4 है, considering it 75, so this first part, this comes out to be 12, right? I mean 3 by 4 into 36, so ये आ जाएगा आपके पास 27. So student, this part comes out to be 27. And similarly, students, if I consider this 24 as 25, so this will be almost 1/4. So now 1/4 of 32 is 8. So 27 plus 8, answer comes out to be approximately 35. So students, 35 will be the answer. Why I have taken approximation here? Because options are very far. So you could have used approximations. अगर हम exact निकालेंगे तो हमें काफी time लगेगा. Okay, now let's see the next question. Now this was one of the easiest question, I would say. Uh, I hope all of you have read the question. Now there are two pipes which can individually fill the cistern in 12 minutes and 15 minutes. So I'm assuming the pipes as A and B. A takes 12 minutes, B takes 15 minutes, and now it is given despite leakage, the two inlet pipes together can fill the cistern in 20 minutes. How long will it take? Okay, now just wanted to correct this question. How long will it take to empty the empty the completely full? ठीक है, तो इसमें एक वर्ड मिसिंग था गाइस. यहाँ पर आएगा हाउ लॉन्ग विल इट टेक टू एम्प्टी दी completely full system. So now A takes 12 minutes, B takes 15 minutes, and it is given that the two inlet pipes together can fill the cistern in 20 minutes, but there is a leakage. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं if all three are working, that means A is working, B is working, and there is a leakage as well. Along with the leakage, it takes 20 minutes. Now the question is, how long will it take to empty the completely full cistern due to the leakage? So again, I would suggest you use the LCM method here. That would be very effective. So I'm assuming the total capacity as 60 liters. So if A takes 12 minutes, so I can say that speed of A or efficiency of A will be 5 liters per minute. That means A can fill 5 liters per minute. Similarly, B will fill 4 liters per minute. And now students, you can see if all three are working, I mean if there is leakage also, then it takes 20 minutes. So we can say that together A plus B together with the leakage, they are filling only 3 liters per minute. Now what does it tell you? That along with the leakage, if only 3 liters are being filled, and we know that A is filling 4, A is filling 5, B is filling 4, then obviously leakage will be of 6 units. Okay, leakage की value -6 आ जाएगी. So leakage is minus of 6 liters per minute. Now, if leakage is of 6 liters per minute, so how long will it take to empty 60 liters? So students' answer will be 60 by 6. That comes out to be 10 minutes. So 10 minutes will be the answer. Okay, students, I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's see the next question. So students, I hope all of you have read the question. Okay, now let us discuss this question. A group of women in society decided to execute interior and exterior decoration of the society in a week's time. So a group of women, they take time which is equivalent to 7 days. So now in this question, I am considering that there are total of X women, and assuming that each woman is doing 1 unit per day. Each woman is doing 1 unit per day. So from here we can say that if there are X women and they are taking 7 days, so total work will be 7x units, right? Because if every woman is doing 1 unit, so X women, they will do X units every day. In 7 days, they will do 7x units. Now, other way of doing it is that since 11 women dropped out every day from the second day, the entire decoration was completed on 12th day. मतलब अगर every second day 11 women are less, then it is going to take almost 12 days. तो अगर second case की हम बात करें, so first day X women will work, so X units will be done. Second day X minus 11 women will be there, so X minus 11 units होंगे. Similarly, X minus 22 women will be there in on the third day, and so on. Students, we have to take 12 terms, right? Because it is going to take almost 12 days, so we are going to take 12 terms. So students, now this work is equal. Now we just simply apply the formula of arithmetic progression, I mean sum of arithmetic progression, as difference is of -11, है ना, difference -11 का है. So now there are 12 terms. Applying the formula n by 2 twice of a plus n minus 1, right? N minus 1, that means 12 terms, so 12 minus 1, 11, into the difference. Now difference is of -11. So now if I solve it, I'll get 7x is equal to 12 by 2 is 6. 2x minus 11 into 11 is 121. So minus 121. So 7x is equal to 12x minus 726. 5x is equal to 726. So x approximately it comes out to be 145. So students, 145 is the answer. Okay, students. So I hope all the questions which we have covered are clear to you. So students, this was the first part where I've taken 9 to 10 questions and I've taken all the questions which were doable, right? So some of the questions were tough in this section. So that I'll take in the next video. So students, I hope you enjoyed this session. Please do like it and share it with your friends. And please do subscribe our channel. Thank you everyone.